So it's been a few days since it was Memorial Day, but we're going back to Chovat hatalmidim by Admor Mipiesetz now. And I'm going to read in Hebrew and then we're going to go to the English. Ukshenema, I just want to remind you what we did last time. Last time we talked about Shlomo HaMelech says, Chanuch l'nar al pi darko, gam ki yazkin, lo yasur mimena, meaning an educator needs to give an education to child according to his way, so when he gets older, he doesn't divert from it. And here that Admor Mipiesetz is saying, it's not tzivui or hergel. Tzivui is like mitzvah, like a command. It's not commanding the child, and it's not creating a habit for him. Hergel is a habit. So what is it? Well, he talks about how chinuch is from a beginning, like Chanukat Habayit, when we do a party when we get into a house. And what it means is when we educate a child, it's a beginning of something that is already inside him. The same like we don't do Chanukat Habayit when we start building the house, it's when the house is already standing and we start pouring the tochen inside it. So that is from Hatchala, because it's a little bit like looking into the future. We are mechanchim, we're using chinuch because we know what the future of this child, what is it, where we want him to get. And that's why chinuch is the beginning of this journey of where we want him to be. So now, when we say, כשנאמרה תיבה זו על הבנים, על חינוך הבנים, הכוונה היא לגדל ולפתח את טבעו והכשרתו של הילד, meaning, the meaning is that we need to grow and to develop the nature, and the הכשרה is from the word kisharon. Kisharon is a talent, is a skill. So, the meaning of the chinuch is that we need to grow and to develop the nature and the talent that this child has in a small midah. Or it's even hidden. We don't even know that it's there. But our job as educators is to unravel it, to discover it, and to start growing it. וכיוון שהאיש הישראלי עוד בילדותו רוח השם נשמת שדי תמונה וגנוזה בו. A child, a Jewish child, when he is born, even when he is a child, he has ruach Hashem. He has a piece of Hashem. We have Hashem within us, and it's hidden. And צריכים לגדל ולחנך אותו ולהוציאה לגלותה ולהפריחה, והיה ליהודי נאמן עובד את השם. So we as מחנכים, we need to find this nekuda and we need to grow it and to flourish it, so this child will grow to be עובד השם, בתורתו מעצמו יחפץ. So this is so profound. We're not here to tell him the stories of the Torah. Yes, we are supposed to do it, but that's not the essence. But the essence, the goal of the chinuch, בתורתו מעצמו יחפץ. Meaning, we need to bring him to a place that he wants it all on his own. That he doesn't need to have someone standing on him and telling him, get up to go daven, learn Torah today, do that. Our work, all these years, to bring the child to a place where when he grows up, he wants to do it on his own. This is so profound. והמצווה אף המרגיל, the one who teach a child by commanding and creating habits, אינו בטוח שהבן או התלמיד המצווה והמתרגל יעשה כמצוותו גם כשיגדל ויהיה ברשות עצמו. So if you are forcing a child, and if you are creating habits for him, like meaning doing it מצוות אנשים מלומדה, you cannot be sure that when the child is going to grow, he's going to do it on his own. If he's doing it just because he has to, and if he's doing it because it's a habit, you don't know that he's going to stick to it when he's going to grow. Now, here's the punchline here. ועל זה ציווה שלמה המלך חנוך לנער וכולי. Why did he say חנוך לנער? תחנכו, listen to this. אל קרבו תחדור. קרבו is the inside. It's all the inner things that we have in the stomach. That's קרביים. אל קרבו תחדור. המחנך needs to go inside the child, ואת קדושת הישראל אשר בו בהיעלם תגלה. And the holiness that he got from just being Jewish, that is inside him, but it is hidden, it's your job to discover it. That's what you need to do. And only then you can be sure, גם כי יזקין לא יסור ממנה, that when he's going to get older, he's not going to live it. אבל שלמה המלך לא את תכלית החינוך בלבד הודיענו. תכלית, what's the tachlis of chinuch? Is that, yes, it's to teach Aleph Bet, yes, it's to teach the stories, but these are just tools. And now that I'm thinking about it, that's why the Torah is so exciting with stories and stuff, because that's what talks to children. Or to the children within us. But the tachlis is to create something inside the child that even when he's older, he doesn't want to leave it. There is something inside him that really wants to hold on to it. That's the tachlis. But Shlomo HaMelech didn't tell us just what's the tachlis of it. He also told us what's the tools and the ways to do it. How did he tell that? חנוך לנער על פי דרכו, שזה הוא העיקר. The main thing of chinuch is to find the child way. Because someone who is metzaveh and margil by itself, it doesn't work. Maybe it will work, I don't know. But it's someone who does that, he doesn't need to pay attention to the child, to know their nature and their abilities. עליו רק לצוות, עשה כך ודי לו. That kind of mechanech just need to tell the child what to do, and that's it. He doesn't feel the obligation to take care of this Talmid, each one of them bifnei atzmo. Each and each child. He can have a lot of Talmidim, and he can give one tzivui, one command to all of them. And that's not chinuch. אבל המחנך שרוצה לגלות את נשמת התלמיד התמונה והגנוזה בו, והמחנך that wants to find the neshama of the Talmid that is hidden on him, and then to grow it and to fire it. So there will be a fire of worshiping Hashem, וכולי אף כוחי גופו בקדושה התגדלו לתורת השם השתוקקו. That it's not just that he'll stick to what he got when he was young, but he wants to grow it and grow it and grow it. And every day he's yearning to do it. This is a mechanech. This is how he does it. מוכרח הוא להרכין את עצמו אל התלמיד. להרכין is to, literally what it means is to take your head, to bow, you take your head down. So a mechanech needs to put himself down in front of this Talmid, almost to make himself smaller, ולחדור אל תוך קטנותו ונמחיותו, עד אשר יגיע אל ניצוץ נשמתו הגנוזה אף נעלמה. So a mechanech needs to put his head down. He needs to get into the Katnut of the Talmid. He is not at a place where you can talk to him with adult words. So you have to get to his level. And when you get there, that's when you find the nitzots. That's, you find the fire, the little fire of Hashem inside him that is ganuz, that is hidden. And you go inside, you take it, and you ignite it, and you start growing it and growing it and growing it. That is what a chinuch. That's what we need to do. Now, I have a thought here. This is my thought. This is not what he's writing here. But I'm going to read it in Hebrew, and I'm going to suggest something. Okay? It's a little bit, I can't tell if it's right or not, but this is what I'm suggesting. מוכרח הוא להרכין, this is what a true מחנך. מוכרח הוא להרכין את עצמו אל התלמיד המתחנך על ידו, ולחדור אל תוך קטנותו ונמחיותו. So here's what I want to suggest. It says here that he needs to put his head down and to go into קטנותו ונמחיותו עד אשר יגיע אל ניצוץ נשמתו until he finds his the fire inside him, the godly fire inside him, and take it and grow it. Now, I want to suggest that who is his קטנותו ונמחיותו? And I want to suggest that a true mechanech needs to, before he goes into the katnut and mechiyut of the Talmid, he needs to go inside his katnut and mechiyut, and he needs to find his nitzots, and he needs to grow it, to ignite it and grow it. And only then he can go to find it within a child. Now, it's a big thing to say because this is the work that we do every day for our whole life. We are going in between Katnut and Gadlut. Katnut are all these moments that we are falling into negative emotions and we are angry and we feel like we're taking out of our place. Psychologists and therapists now call it the red zone, the fight or flight. There are many names for that place, but at the end of the day, that place is a katnut. And as much as we want to think about ourselves that we are grown-ups and we are not in katnut, that's not true because every day we're going between katnut and gadlut, in and out all the time. So for a mechanech to be able to bring himself to the katnut of the Talmid without being on the same level like him, he has to be in his gadlut. And only then he can be in the katnut with a child from a place where he is looking above and not being in the same place. And what do I mean with that? I mean that when you are in a class and you have a bunch of kids and you're triggered with each one of them, maybe each one of them triggers you differently, but each one of them triggers you. And when you're triggered, you are going into your own katnut. And then you become a child in a way, and being a child and going to take care of the child, that doesn't work. You have to be able to learn how to get out of your own katnut, get into gadlut. Remember every day, what is your nitzot? What is your gift that Hashem gave you to give to the world? And from that place, to move away from your own katnut, and then go into the katnut of the child and be there with him. This is my words. This is not from the Admor Mipiasetsna, although I don't know, I'm not going to be surprised if we will read it somewhere along this book. But I want to wish all of us to be able to recognize our Katnut during the day and to find some kind of a trick, some kind of a way, because it's very hard to get out of it. You can start watching yourself and seeing how when you are in Katnut, when you are angry or upset with someone or sad or feeling sorry for yourself, you can see how hard it is to just snap out of it. But the first step is to start watching it and be aware of it. And I want to say the Baal Shem Tov or Baal HaSulam told us that when you are in Katnut and you say, I am in Katnut right now, that's when you start going out of it, because Katnut cannot recognize itself. So if the nitzot of you, your neshama, can step out a little bit when you feel mad or when you feel sad and say, ooh, that's it. This is my Katnut. So if your neshama is able to recognize it at that moment, that is the beginning of getting out of it. So I want to challenge you today to start looking at your Katnut moments and to start playing with ideas of how do I get out of these Katnut moments. What can you do? Can you slap yourself? Can you say, I'm in Katnut? Can you go get a drink of water? Can you put like a bracelet and snap it? I don't know. There are many, many ways. Everybody has their own way. So I want to challenge you to try to get out of it today. Chasdei Hashem that I recorded today, and I hope that I will do it tomorrow also.